Hey guys, I'm bored.
Wanna do some karate in the garage?
Return to the way things were done in the good old days. Good old days. A return to the way things were done in the good old days. Good old days.
Alright, so what's up guys? Not many of you guys are going to know where I'm at right now, but a few of you are. I'm in front of the apartment that I lived in for 2 years when I went to Cal U. And if you don't know the story, I actually went to Cal U for 2 years. Well, I lived here for 2. I went here for 3 because I'm for my master's. And before this, I actually went to CCAC, back where I live at. And I thought it was really great doing it that way because I saved a whole lot of money. And actually, whenever I came out of school, I had 0 debt because basically most of it was paid off by doing the grad program and all that. And then we actually have somebody coming up here, so I'm gonna reshoot this in a little bit. Hang on. Man, this cold. All right, so I'm back. Just took a little break there. But I just went and I shot that little, video blog down at, on campus in front of the fountain, and that kind of really got me thinking about like just how far I've come. Like I was thinking mainly in that one about how far I've come in the past. I guess at this point like 10 months or something like that, and I thought that was really amazing. And then I kind of took a drive around here and all up in here, and I really thought back and I wondered, like, it's been, like 4 or 5 years since I graduated, at Cal here, and I had a great time. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't, but like at the same token, like, I think just since getting out and working and like doing a lot of other things, I've just like, we've all expanded. I'm sure it's the same story with everybody, but I think a lot of times you have to reflect on how much you've actually grown, because like I can even say just like, and it's not even growing like, did you get more money, are you living on your own, did you get married to somebody, did you, like, it's not those things. Like that's, to me, a lot of people see that as growth. I don't see that as growth, you know what I mean? Because I can go out like right now and I can be like, I'm gonna buy this car and just get in a whole bunch of debt, or I'm gonna get an apartment and I'm gonna buy this house and get in a whole bunch of debt. Like, just because you have things, or I'd even have to even say, even if you've gone on vacations to all these like crazy places and everything, like that's not growth, like I think you really have to like sit down and be like, what is growth to you or to anybody else? To me, I think growth is, who did you become as a person over the last like 4 years, 5 years? Like, I hope you can look back like 5 years ago and say, wow, I was such an asshole, or something like that. Or, for me, it wasn't like, you're such an asshole. It was probably like, I wasn't an asshole enough. You know what I mean? I felt that like, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, and especially more in the last like year or so, I'd really been like a pushover in my life. And I had to really come out of my like skin on that issue about like, I'm not here to please everybody anymore. That's how I always used to be, that very much like that person who used to want to, be everybody's friend, and I'll be friendly to everybody and I'll help everybody. And, I never took a look at it and I said like, well, what about me? What am I doing, And I'm just looking here and there's another WRX sitting there, mine's sitting over there, there's another one over there. So apparently they've actually turned this building into like a thing for the CAs. All the CAs live here, which I thought was kind of cool. I always wanted to go back to 624, which is on the 2nd floor up there, kind of right there. That actually used to be my window up there, and I can see all out here. But, back on the topic of this, I just think that like, you have to take a hard look back, at the past like 2 years of your life, 4 years of life, whatever, and just see, how far have you come personally? Not where have you gone, not how much money do you have, not blah, 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 not those things. Forget about those things. Who are you as a person? Like, if everything was stripped away from you, if you had no money, if, this watch gone, you know what I mean? Like, all the things that you had, credit card, whatever, I don't, you know, those. What do you have left, you know? And I think that'll set you up a lot better for the future on what you want to try to accomplish. And for me, it was a whole lot more about, you know, what do I want to do? Like, what do I want to experience? I have to get out there and experience so many different things that I was like so far behind a lot of people on. And I'm okay with that. I used to, you know, we used to joke around all the time whenever I was here about how, you know, I was the poor kid. You know, I would eat out of tuna cans and, you know, I'd live on like $20 or $25 a week on food somehow. I don't even know how I did that. Or I'd go take chairs from the dumpster and bring them back and fix them up and put them in our apartment. And, you know, things like that. And I used to be the poor kid, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's not that I was really poor, but being in college, meh, you're not gonna have a whole ton of money. I wasn't a big spender, I guess you could say. And you get out and you work and you make money and then you're allowed to go do all those things and you can have all those experiences. For me, those experiences were never given to me. Like if I want a vacation, I have to afford it on my own. I never went on vacations with my family or with friends or anything, like, you know what I mean? Like I just didn't have those opportunities. So now that I have those opportunities, I can go do those things. And that's what I've been doing the past, you know, year. And everyone would say like, you've probably ran so much in the last year, like it's ridiculous. Like I can't even think of one weekend where I've sat around, even weekends I should. Like I'm clearly sick at this point and I probably should be taking it easy, but I'm not. And the reason I did that was because I knew it's October. It's one of the last weekends that, you know, we can be outside and be enjoying this weather. So I'm gonna go do that. And I didn't really think twice about that very much. And I think a lot of times I would sit at home and I would be like, you know, I shouldn't go out, I shouldn't do this, I can get hurt, blah, 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 cost money, whatever. You know what? Money comes and goes. If you're a good person and if you're good at what you do, you don't have to worry about not having money or not having things or not having the ability to do things. That's all gonna come and that will continue to keep coming as long as you're on top of your game. What won't come anymore is your time and possibly the people that you're with at that time too. You know, and you should go out and enjoy things. I'm not even saying vacations, like don't put everything in a vacation sense, but like just go do experiences. Go hang out with your friends, whoever those friends might be at the time. Maybe you have no friends. Maybe you have no friends. Go make some friends. Go talk to somebody. Go talk to people at work. Talk to people at car meets if that's your thing. Like that's where I've met a lot of my friends at. But just, biggest thing I can say is just don't sit on your ass anymore. And don't make excuses. I think I always made excuses for being, you know, that person, I don't have the money. I don't have somebody to do something with and blah, 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 blah. Don't make excuses anymore. You don't have time to make excuses. You have to continuously get out of your comfort zone. And that was another thing that I was just horrible at. I always like the ho-hum, like, you know, what are we doing, you know? Like I can even think back just relating it to where I'm at right now, but like, what are we doing this weekend? Oh, you know, back in college. Oh, we're just hanging out at the apartment, call everybody over, we're gonna watch a Pens game and just drink and whatever. You know, that was fun. Don't get me wrong, I like that, but I think of all the things that I could have missed doing on those weekends. Like I could have been with those same people, we could have been out drinking somewhere else or out doing something else that's crazy or out driving around. I know we didn't have the money to probably do that with, but we could have figured it out. I mean, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's just a big rant because I'm here and I'm just kind of like hanging out. But, yeah. Cut. All right, I think one other major thing I want to hit on is don't be like me or like how I was and get too stuck on the past. That's something I've always kind of had a symptom of, like I've always kind of like experienced. Like I would graduate high school and I want to go back to high school even though I thought it sucked. But then, you know, for the first time for me, going to college in a way, that was my breaking out period. And after that, like wanted to hang on to that so much, and I probably shouldn't have at all. Like I should have probably said like, okay, that's done. You know, we can go visit every now and again, but now it's time to move on. So one other piece of advice I guess I could say is don't get so stuck in one area of your life that you're doing. You have to like continuously move on and continuously like go do better and greater things. You can't always hang on to past and hang on to, you know, just things like that. It's very stupid. It's dumb. People in your past, they're gonna go away. You're gonna see as you continually grow up. If you're younger and you're watching this, you're gonna see your friends go away to college and stuff like that. And then even the friends that you make in college, that they say, wow, your friend, they're gonna be friends with for life and stuff like that. Yeah, you might keep in touch with people, but they're gonna go do their own thing, and hopefully you're gonna go do your own thing, and you're not gonna get stuck here. And that's another thing that I've really kind of seen happen a lot more recently. You know, everyone's getting married, they're moving away to this state, they're getting new jobs, and that's great. Like, go do those things if you feel you need to go do those things. And I guess you should if that's what you're doing in your life. It's not really a race. I don't see it as a race at all. So yeah, just go at your own pace, figure things out. Like for me, I guess I'm a little bit slower. Not in a sense that I'm a retarded dumb person, but you know, it's just slower. I just like to enjoy myself a little bit more in different things, and I don't feel this need to rush to do things all the time. Like I have, now, rush to do things on the weekend or things like that, yeah, I have a need to do that now, but rush to hit different stages of your life so quickly, like I don't really have a need to do that right now, because who's pushing me? You know, it's me. I can determine when I want to do things and who I want to do those things with or whatever. I don't see the rush. I mean, we're just gonna get old and die anyhow. So like, what, you're rushing to your death? Like, what's the point of that? Like, or you're gonna rush and you're gonna, you know, get a house and get all these things, blah, 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 get all your shit together because that's what society says you have to do, and then you just sit there and you're done. So, I don't know. Just a little rant on that. I'm gonna end this because it's probably getting pretty long at this point. I'm actually gonna check to see how long I've been ranting for. That was another 3 minutes. This is probably like a 10-minute rant at this point. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. Go out this weekend, have a good weekend, and stay tuned for other videos on traveling and more autocross and stuff like that. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.